Well, good morning, my girls. How are y'all this morning? It is Wednesday morning, and I am going to doodle just a little bit in the paint. I've been a little bit. Y'all don't look. It got kind of blurpy right in there, and that was just downright disaster. But you know, not too bad right over in here. So anyway, good morning. I just want to say hello and welcome to all of you. I thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. I I don't know what I'd be doing without y'all. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna try to do this while I talk and chit chat a second. See how it goes while I need some little bit of color. Let's see what we get. My brush is too wet. See right there, I got my brush too wet. That's going to have to be something on my list. Is I'm going to have me a stenciling brush. I'm using my El Cheapo Dollar General brushes right now, and I think that, you know, I think that should be okay, but, I mean, just for piddling around. Let's see how terrible. Oh, see, I got my brush too wet. That'll look good right down in there. I can use that, huh? Well, frou-frou. Let's get us I don't want to mess up that page just yet. Let's, what you think? Let's, did y'all know this? When Mark Twain was married, his bride's father bought and furnished a handsome house for the young pair. Twain knew nothing of it till after the wedding, when it was shown to him in all of its completeness by a party of his wife's relatives, and of course his wife, who at length broke out, "It's our house, yours and mine, a present from father." He choked up and with tears in his eyes stammered out to his father-in-law, "Mr. Langdon, whenever you are in Buffalo, if it's twice a year, come right up here and bring your bag with you. You may stay overnight if you want to. It shan't cost you a cent." Huh. Well, let's work on that. But yeah, I thank y'all all for being here. Let's do our good mornings this morning. Let's see. Let's go to the K's this morning. We'll shout out for our girlfriends Karen Benson, Kim McDaniel, Genevieve sent Kimberly, Kimberly. My daughter-in-law's name is Kimberly. She's beautiful. Catherine Bland, Karen Sandy, Kimber Jennings. Isn't that a beautiful name? And Carrie from Witchcraft Do You Do in Australia, Kathy Reeves, and Corey H. from Whatnot. And Corey is not a journaler but loves my creative process. Well, thank you, Corey. That's awesome. A special shout out to all of you girlfriends in her book. And Lord, I'm just rambling a second. Oh, my thing wasn't dry. Now I got one that I messed up my thingy on. Yeah, my paint, my brush. I still got too much paint in my brush. Let's see what it did on my paper. See, blop. Just a mess. I had a sponge I was using, y'all, and it wasn't working. But I saw it. No, too much paint. Too much paint. Just got to stipple it. I know. I do remember that from my days of when stenciling on fabric in the country ma and pa and that kind of stuff, and all the checks and the squares and the hearts everywhere. Yep, I was in that. I did all that. Yes, I did. Now let's see, my brush is pretty dry. Let's see what we got now. Besides that big, oh, that not too bad. That not too bad. That is where I got it too wet. That's not too bad. Let's do the other side. Let's try again. Let's just do that right there. See what we get. Well, how are y'all today? I'm mixing me in some color so I can have a little bit of brightness. Now I got to kind of blop that off. Let's see what we get. I put a little bit more color in it. Still a little bit too wet, but let's just see what we get. I should be blopping it off on there if it gets too wet, huh? Hey, I'll use that. I'm gonna use that book page for my blopping. We'll just blop it on there. How are y'all this morning? Well, I have news. I didn't get to the not the chiropractor. I need to go to the chiropractor, but I'm scared to death of him. You know, I used to go to the chiropractor all the time. I had to. I couldn't move if I didn't. Hey, that's not too bad. Still a little bit blurry. Let's see. Let's find me another. I don't want to use Paul in Virginia. I don't know why. I have a book full of Paul in Virginia, but you know, hey, I'll reach over my camera. I'm gonna try this. Some of our 1886 paper that Lucy, was it you that sent this? Oh Lord, I'm sorry, I can't remember now. Oh my word. That's how terrible my memory is, y'all. I apologize. Now that's gonna bug me. I have to go back and watch my video. Where's the one? Okay, that's the one that's messed up. Let's just proceed right here. But well, I used to go to the chiropractor all the time, and that was up here in Rogersville, okay? But my chiropractor, I loved him and his wife, and I trusted him. He worked on my children and everything. And you know, with my back the way, with my back broken, having been broken, that blah 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 blah. Then he treated me, and I was a runner. I was an athlete and everything. So he worked on me as he would have an athlete, and they have to work on athletes a bit differently than they do. Oh, hey, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's the ticket. Don't gunk up the. Let's kind of do a diagonal. Don't load your brush up with. Don't load your brush too wet. Very, very, very gently. There you go. I'm just going to do that while I chit chat. But anyway, I went to a different chiropractor down in the Montgomery area when I was down there. I want to tell you, the man liked to have broken my neck. Actually, I thought he had broken my neck. I got violently ill. I got violently ill after he adjusted me, and I knew when he approached me, you know how when they adjust your neck, they practically lay down on you. Well, for one, he had really bad breath, so, that wasn't entertaining at all. So, sorry, Doc, but it's true. But he had really bad breath. I can't even talk this morning. But the way that he approached me when he started to adjust me, I knew my doc up here had never, ever approached me in such a way as that. And it scared me. It scared me. So I'm pretty sure I tensed up, which that's not good. But when he adjusted me, I like to have come off that table, except that I couldn't move. No, I couldn't. Oh, look, that's not too bad right there. I like that. Okay. But anyway, when he adjusted me, I like to have come unglued, like I said, except I couldn't move. So this is how I make my little. I just do that when I'm doing my little paint. Yep. That's all I do. I thought I'd show y'all that a little bit this morning while I was just yakking on about the chiropractor. But yeah, needless to say, I've not been to a chiropractor since then. No. Because my doc retired, and with him retired, I just can't bring myself to let anybody else work on me. No. I did, however, at that doctor's office, I did win a t-shirt one time. I never win anything, but I did win a t-shirt. But anyway, I was telling y'all, I didn't get to the cardiologist yesterday because after I did my video with y'all yesterday morning, I thought, well, I was really tired, so I thought I'd lay back down. Well, the only time I got up was to go to the potty. Sam, thank you. One of our sweet friends, Sam Poole, suggested maybe I needed a Victorian China potty under my bed. Oh, Lord. That was funny, Sam. You cracked me up, girl. But anyway, I was exhausted, and I ended up in the bed all day and all night, and this is the first I've been up. So I thought while I was up, I better come make y'all a video. This on this Paul and Virginia page, it's so dark. That's what this is, Paul and... Am I rolling? Am I rolling? I sound like I'm in the movies. But it looks funny when it's painted, but oh, is it ever beautiful when it finishes out and dries? It's gorgeous. Yep, it is. But y'all, this is all I do. I just sit and do that. Isn't that wonderful? See, you can see how it's drying right there, but it will dry out really well. I'm just saying. It will. I love that. Here's me another one. I laid me out some. I got a whole, look, to be painted. Yep. I got a whole thing of stuff to paint right over here. And I've tried different papers, that kind of thing. No, that's, what was I going to say? Oh, not papers. I've tried different designs. And this is the one that I find I use the most, is just this. This right here. I do like the circles, but I'm not real good at circles. So I didn't do the circles. Nope. And these don't have to be super duper precise, you know. Oh, that's got pretty color on it right there. I love that. Oh, I love that. That's pretty, isn't it? That's one thing I love about using these older papers, is that they're just beautiful. I'm almost see, y'all can see I've used my red like crazy. I'm gonna mess up my... Okay, I'll do some circles. I want some big circles. That almost came out in a square. Y'all, one reason I'm not real confident in doing circles is because I always leave a dark spot, usually like that, and it looks like a you know what. So I hesitate. There, I moved my water around a little bit more. So what are y'all up to today? I'm hoping I'm going to be able to stay up a little bit longer. I've got to try to get to the post office this morning. And Wendy, get your package out in the mail. Hey, Wendy. Get your package out in the mail. I've got to mail a package out to somebody else. I'm going to surprise her. It's some stuff I forgot to put in a package for her before. Donna, I'm going to have to mail you something because I forgot to add some stuff in your last package I sent you, so I'm going to send it out while I'm sending out Wendy's. Hopefully that will be today, girls. If I don't make it today, hopefully it'll be tomorrow. Oh, well, that turned out not too bad. Where's me another piece of paper? I'm going to use that. Boy, you're out of luck. That's what that said. Let's paint on his luck right here. Yep, let's paint on him being out of luck right here. Y'all know I've tried to branch out different colors too, but I am so enjoying the pinks that I watched Chrissy Crosser. I watched hers again yesterday while I was resting. I slept most of the day. But I did watch Chrissy's again while I was oh, I love that. While I was, what was I doing? Resting. And let's see. Here's a little, okay, see, I do these all the time. But I find I don't use these as much. But we'll paint it and see what we get. Very pretty. And it doesn't matter. They don't have to be straight. There we go. Rachel does this on fabric. I forgot. Oh, I love this little piece. I'm going to do there we go. Get me some. Can y'all see my paint? Oh, yeah. Since I'm just painting, I'm probably not going to do a whole, probably not going to do a great big O. Let's do some circles on here. Oh, that's a pretty color, isn't it? How pretty. Why do I stop talking? It's kind of like when you're in the car backing up. You have to stop talking and turn the radio down and everything so you can back up right. Okay, kids, hush. I got to back up. Oh, cool. I love that. Then I just set them aside. I did try to paint this, but it's so dry that it just gobbled up the paint. And it didn't come out a very pretty colors or anything. Well, let's see what it's going to do this time. I can't back up. That one already dried, see? Yep. But let's see what it does. Then we'll see what it looks like when it dries. Yeah, I rescheduled my cardiologist appointment. There was no way I couldn't have. Like I was telling Sam, I could barely get out of bed to go to the potty. That's when she suggested I needed a Victorian china pot. Oh, I about rolled in the floor. Thank you for being my entertainment yesterday, Sam. That was awesome. Okay. Oh, this might turn out really well this time. I don't know. I like that. This paper is a pinky color anyway. You can see it's kind of pinky. Oh, how pretty. Look how pretty this one dried. Isn't that pretty? And this one? Oh, I love that. In Paulin, Virginia, it's still drying. Oh, I might have another paint day, y'all. Okay, what do we want to do? I want to do, my usual. Let's wet my brush a little bit more and get over here and, well, I think I just splattered pink everywhere. But I'm enjoying doing the pinks. I'll branch out when I get ready, I guess. I'm just not ready yet, though, huh? Because I am loving using these in my journals, in my ephemera. And this is it, y'all. Isn't it funny? This is so relaxing. It's just almost mindless. I wonder if I could teach Boo Boo to do this. Heck yeah. He would probably think it's some kind of food. Slurp, slurp. Oh, these are dark and pretty. Let's see. I like that. I don't have any dark ones. And these are not, these won't dry super duper dark, but they will dry darker than, oh, y'all. And I love that. I've thought about, I just see y'all, I just saved my edgings off of, excuse me, off of, I just saved my edgings off of my, when I tear down a page or something, if it's a vintage antique page, I just tear these off, trim them off, whatever. My paintbrush not wet enough. Oh, there we go. Get us a little bit darker color. I love that. Before you know it, y'all, you have your desktop be full. Oh, which side do I want to paint? Yes, I do just pick it up and put it all in. Let's put a little bit of that over there. That'll be pretty. Let's see. Oh, that's purpley. Let's get a little bit of brick in there and see what we... Yeah, I like the brick. Let's see what we got. Well, same color I've been painting. Hello. Hello. Oh, that's going to dry pretty right there. I got my brush really wet. That'll dry pretty. This is on my Bopsy Twins. I think I got Bopsy Twin book from Paper Art Alessandra. Hey, girl. Y'all, she does beautiful work. I just love her channel. Today, I'm going to go, oh, I can't wait for that to dry. Today, while I'm sitting down after I finish this, I'll go back over, oh, I'm getting paint on them. I'm splattered paint everywhere. I'll go back over my some of my YouTube videos and catch them up. How many minutes I'm just blabbering and painting. But y'all, this is so fun. I mean, you could just do this. This literally could be an all-day thing, and I've done this all day. It's just so fun. I mean, don't want to work. Let's do circles this time. Well, they look like squares. We might as well do our square. I don't know why, y'all. Like I said, I've tried different designs and things, but this is the one I reach for, is the painted papers like this. That's what I reach for more often than not. So it's kind of almost like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So when it breaks, I'll do something different. But till then, I think I'll just keep doing my little these. I was really thankful that my my ultrasounds came out good. I knew they would. I didn't have any doubt. They were not, my liver wasn't any more enlarged than she thought it might be. spleen. She didn't. She just said spleen was good. I think my liver was the one she was more concerned about because the enzymes had been high. But with Epstein-Barr virus, that does tend to have. Oh, I love that color right there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's pretty. Let's get back over on that corner. Oh, that's pretty. I can't wait to see how that dries out. Well, I know how it's going to dry. Well, looking for. Oh, yeah. Paul and Virginia's drying. Isn't that pretty? Y'all, gorgeous. I just lay them one on top of the other. It doesn't matter. Oh, look. The Bobbsey twins. Let's put a little bit of that on that side. A little bit of that on that side. A little bit of water. I want to thin it down a little bit. Oh, that's pretty. Well, I didn't go water Brittany's garden yesterday, but Chandler went for me. You know, first day I had to haul water. I'm like, forget that. That's for the birds. So when I went, I don't know, day before yesterday, whatever that was, Monday, I guess. When I went Monday, this talking about the pigs and the chicken. Lots of work on the pigs and the chickens. But when I went Monday, I took an extra hose pipe over there and a sprayer. And I mean to tell you, I wasn't going to haul no more water. No. That was for the birds. I just have to say, crazy. So, but Chandler went yesterday. He's supposed to come over today if I'm feeling okay. He's going to come over. My big man came Saturday and sat with Joe and I and talked. We just have the best time. He is a nut. Y'all, he is a knucklehead. He's a disabled vet. Yes, at 30 years old, a disabled veteran. Served our country in Afghanistan. Yes. Wasn't a time in my day I wasn't thinking about my big man and those men he was serving with. And oh man, years ago, you know, I've told y'all about Silas, and years ago Silas gave me a silver, almost like a chunk of silver medallion. Oh, these are going to dry pretty. These are going to dry real pretty. But Silas gave me, it was kind of shaped maybe a little bit like that, and it had a starburst, and it had a stone, and it had an angel in it. Well, he carried that in his pocket for as long as he could remember. He had carried it in his pocket. Oh, that's William Swallowtail. Let's paint on William Swallowtail. I like that. I'm splattering water. I gotta quit doing that. I messing up my stuff. But anyway, Silas carried that with him. You know, he was a police officer, and he carried that and carried it for years. Well, one day he was in the restaurant, you know, and he hugged me by, reached out, held my hand, had that medallion in his hand. And he said, he said, darling, I think you need this now more than I do. He said, she'll protect you. You know, and I'm a Christian. I believe, you know, I'm a true believer, but I do believe that God sends us angels, and I've said that. I believe that God sends us angels unawares, and I believe that Silas was that for me. I truly do. And so anyway, I I knew, I couldn't argue with him because that was his gift. My mama taught me that when somebody gives you something from their heart, then you accept it from your heart. And so I accepted Silas's precious gift, and I carried her with me for years, and until the morning my big man left out. To go to Afghanistan. And I hugged him and cried and cried and cried and hugged him and cried and cried and cried. Which my kids knew I had the medallion, and they knew what it meant to me. They loved Silas deeply, just loved him with all their hearts. They loved him. And I was hugging my big man bye and praying over him, and I reached out and took his hand, after we had hugged for what seemed like hours. Never long enough, though, when you're sending your child to war. But I held his hand. I reached for his hand. I held his hand, and I said, I think you need this now more than I do. I said, she'll protect you while you're in Afghanistan. And she did. I mean, he was injured. He was he was injured in his. He was not shot. No, it wasn't anything like that. I don't know how any man or woman goes to war and comes home without their emotions affected and PTSD. And of course, big man came back with PTSD. He came back a very different man than he was when he left. And very different than he was when he left, but he came back with a severe back injury, and he had other injuries and that kind of thing. But I asked him when he came home, I said, have you still got your angel? And he just looked at me and he said, no, ma'am. He said, I left her for the guy who would be replacing me in Afghanistan. And I wrote him a letter, and I told him about Silas, and I told him about you. And I told him that the angel would protect him while he was there. I don't know that I've ever been so proud of my child as I was when he told me that. That to me was just precious. And while I would have liked to have kept her in our family, I knew my son's heart, and I knew he was, we don't know what those men and women face on an everyday. We don't know. But my big man knew, and he knew what the guy the soldier behind him that came in after him, he knew what that soldier would be facing. And he knew that soldier would need that angel more than we would. I'm so proud of that. I didn't mean to get all blubbery, but you can't just not get blubbery on that. But I'm very proud of my big man. I prayed for that soldier that replaced him. No idea who it was. No idea. No clue if he made it home or not. But I prayed for him as I did my son, as I have my son. Whew, boy, that'll tear you up, won't it? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to. But I thought I'd share that with y'all while I was thinking about it. I don't even know how I got off on that subject. Well, the Bobbsey twins at Snow Lodge. You know, they don't talk about stuff when they come home. He's never, Big Man hasn't talked about, because they don't want to burden their loved ones. I know he has talked to my oldest daughter, his oldest sister, Courtney. I know he has talked with her. They've always been real close. But look how that's drying on the corners, on the edges. Isn't that beautiful? But that's something that he'll never talk to me about. And that's okay. Look at that, how beautiful that is drying. Oh, look at that. Oh, I was going to show you Paul in Virginia. Isn't that beautiful? I love that beautiful. Right there. There was one I wanted to paint the back side of it. Oh my goodness, I got to dry my eyes, y'all. Well, phooey. My nose just a snotting everywhere. Made my hands itch. Well, y'all, I've only got just a few. I've not painted one of these. I don't think I've painted one of these papers before. Let me see. I want a little bit wetter. I don't know how this is going to dry, because this is a smooth type of paper. And it won't take it long either to, maybe not, to dry. It didn't take long to paint, did it? I got to lay that one some way it'll, there. But, I think, y'all, on that note, now that I've squalled and got snotty nose and all that kind of stuff, I think I'm gonna go for the day. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do when I started, but I knew I wanted to try my stencil. I tried it. Well, it didn't work like I wanted to. I got to get a. Y'all got any tips for that? Y'all got any tips for That's so pretty. I love that. Any tips for stenciling with a stencil like that? I would love to know. I may, in the next day or two, I may, if I get up and get my makeup and everything on, get my hair on, or my ball cap, one of the two, I may do another girlfriend's chit chat. That way I can catch up with y'all, catch up on your comments, and just chit chat with y'all a while. I know on our Facebook group, y'all have been chit chatting. I appreciate that. I think that's fun. We've talked about avocado dye, all kinds of stuff. Those are the kinds of things I love. I love that we're sharing, because, you know, you might have a trick that the rest of us need. Heavens knows I need all the help I can get. But yeah, those are the kinds of things, questions, answers, suggestions on you know, if you've tried a new product or those kinds of things. I'm tickled over that. I just love it. But like I said, I just don't want any selling. I don't want any promoting of YouTube channels or anything like that. So yay, I think we're doing good. If you have any trouble with your invitation or with joining, just go to the groups on your Facebook. You know, on your Facebook, go to groups, and you should be able to look us up right there and send a request, and I will I'll check you out. Absolutely. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, y'all. So y'all go check on it and join it. Give me a little bit of time. I'll get past all this exhaustion and this Epstein-Barr hoop-la-hoo and all that stuff, and we're going to get real jiggy with it. Yes, we will. I've about used up all my painted, my little papers to paint. Isn't that great? That means I have more to play with while I'm working on ephemera. Oh, I love this. As I said, I could do this all day. I know I just want to do some little ones. I always say I'm just going to do some little ones right here, and I end up doing great big ones, but I want to, oh, that's perfect. That is the perfect shape and size right there. I love that. That looks like a Paul and Virginia page. Well, okay, y'all, look. My thing is empty. My thing is empty. So, but I think I'm going to do this whole page up, and then I'm going to do something else for the day. Get to work on some journals and stuff. As long as I have energy, I'm going to be working. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm not sure what we'll do tomorrow. We'll figure something out, won't we? We always do. Well, okay, y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Wherever you are in the world, I pray that you feel safe and that you're happy and you feel loved. I think that's important for all of us. I really do. So, all right, y'all. On that note, I'm going to go. Y'all have a great day. Know that I love y'all. Bye.